Welcome back, guys. Today I am very excited because we're going to be getting into the second video of my Christmas decoration video series. So if you haven't seen the previous video, go ahead and check that out. In that video, I showed you how I decorated from start to finish my main tree in my home. From there, we have a lot more places to tackle. So in this video, we're going to be focusing on my entryway and my foyer. My main tree is in my foyer, but there's a lot of different pockets and areas that I wanted to incorporate a little bit more decor in. And so here you'll see ribbon, some holiday greenery, candles, all the things that I mentioned in my previous videos. So I am so excited to show you guys what I have in store, and it's gonna pull everything in that area together. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So off this area is another area, my hallway, and then we have my little hall tree area. And this is what it's looking like so far. I just threw some random Christmas decor up there because I didn't know where else to put it, but those will not be staying there. I purchased this branch from Pottery Barn, and I'm kind of mad that I did because I don't know what to do with it. But look how thick this is. It's huge. And so I can't really, and it's so tall, so I can't really put it in any of my planters. So I'm not quite sure what to do with it. If anyone has ideas, let me know. But I typically decorate the top of this right here. So that's what we'll be doing today. When I'm changing out my decor, I always like to start with a really clean slate. So before I add the new things back in, I always give it a quick clean so we can start fresh for the new season. All right, so this is the blank canvas that we have right now. Entryway area. Okay, so here is the rest of my Christmas decor that has been in my bins. I do have this really large wreath that I usually put on that mirror, so I'm probably gonna use that. I'm gonna try to take off this ribbon and replace it with a red one. I have tons of these little trees that sometimes I end up using, sometimes I don't. But I think I got these from Target Dollar Spot years ago. So those have potential use. I like to put these on the doors to the playroom. And of course, I'm gonna replace this ribbon. These are light up branches that I use in the living room, so I won't be using those. But everything else you see here, it has potential use for the entryway area. Everything is pretty much old except for these candle holders. So these were not in my haul, my last haul, but I got 3 of these from Amazon, and I'll link them below. But I love the look of these and these, so I'm trying to decide which ones I want. The only downside with these is that they're too small for these candles. So I bought a bunch of these faux candles that flicker, but when I put it in there, it's too tall and I feel like that looks weird. So I have to put a natural candle in there. And for this one, I just put this black one that I already had. I only have 2 of these, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would just use them, but I can't remember where I got them. I want to say Amazon. If it is Amazon, I'll go ahead and just order some more if I end up using these. Okay, this candle holder was in my H&M haul. I don't know if I'm going to use this on my dining table or not. Also have that reindeer on top of my cabinet in the hall. These really nice brass trees. Have these really cute reindeer. It's like mama and child. All this has potential to go over there, so I'm just gonna play around and figure out what I wanna do. So I forgot that I bought sconces for this fall. So I think I'm gonna start here and install these sconces. These are really easy to install. I just bought black. I did get gold and black, but I feel like the black looks so much better. So I feel like the gold paint color looks kind of cheap. So I'm just gonna go with the black and kind of anchor these on either side. Now it's just putting them in. So if you notice, these are way bigger than the typical candle. So what I need to do is make them stick. I tried double-sided tape and that was a no-go. So I am just going to get a piece of tissue and wrap it around the base like this, just to make it a little bigger. And then when I put it in, it's more stable. This one could use a little bit more tissue. Okay, so I got a little bit bigger of a piece and that it should work like this. So I'm just stuffing it down so no one can see it. And there we go. So now it's just putting my picture back up, kind of take it down to level it. So make sure you do that. Here we go. And we have our little vignette moment. So next we have these stems that I purchased from Hobby Lobby. I got quite a few. I believe they're in my haul. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to bend it around right here like that. And then you're going to get this. And that way you can kind of hang it on the sconce. Okay, so then I'm just gonna take my ribbon and measure out how long I think I need. Okay, it's time to use my silk ribbon. Don't really know how much I want to cut, so I'm not going to cut. I'm going to tie my bow and then cut. So we're just wrapping it around here. so beautiful. Trying to move these out of my way. Making a bow. Like this. These branches keep getting in my way. Or leaves. Okay, so now we got it, and I think I'm just gonna cut it right there. Let me move it up a little bit so you guys can see right about here. And I'm gonna get my sharper scissors and just do like I don't know, like a triangle like that to make it a little different. I already have a hook for my last wreath, so I'm just gonna use that same hook and hang this one right here. It's not my most favorite berry wreath, but it was the most affordable and I have it, so we're gonna put it here until I feel like I don't like it. I mean, it is time to hang the wreath. All right, this is what it's looking like on the mirror. Perfect little touch of red, and now we're gonna fill in this table. All right, to fill in this bottom half, I am going to use this brass bowl that I have here, and because I don't know what to put in it, I'm just gonna use these trees and see what look that gives me. I don't think I'm gonna use these trees anywhere else in my home, so I might as well. I have 4 of them, had these for a while, so let's see what that does. I'm just gonna put them here in the center. Like that. And it's giving a little greenery over there. And then I also have this basket full of knickknacks and other hats and things that you would wear going out the door. To give it a little winter touch, I'm going to put this placemat in here. That kind of gives like a faux fur blanket look, and have it just tousled in there. There you go. And that's all I'm gonna do down here for now. Okay, the Live Beautiful book is returning to its spot where it is 90% of the time in my home. And then we're gonna build upon that. Okay, so I have my beautiful candle holders, and I purchased some more ribbon. I gave in and bought this because I didn't have that much silk and I didn't want to keep buying more and more of that expensive silk ribbon. So I purchased this velvet ribbon from Amazon, and I'm going to be using that to decorate these. So I just cut 2 pieces of ribbon, same size, and I'm just gonna tie around the neck of these candle holders. And so we have two. If you didn't want to worry about tying these bows, you could get the ribbon that I purchased for my Christmas tree. It's already tied, and then it just comes on some wire, and you just tie the wire around whatever you're trying to tie it on. So I'm not going to do this one because I feel like this one is too low to the surface. So we're just going to leave these and decorate with these with the ribbon on them. All right, we're gonna start with these brass trees. I bought these from Target a few years ago from another Christmas collection. I wanna say it's a Studio McGee. And then we're going to add this candle. So this candle is actually from the new collection, I think Heart and Hand, and it smells really good. Just adds that pop of red. I purchased these accent trees years ago, and I am so not loving the burlap. It's very farmhouse, but when I attempted to remove the burlap, basically it started leaking all these things. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but it just became very, very messy. So I quickly put it back on there. So I have these baskets, and these are the only things that I have that this will fit into. I'm looking for a nice black sleek planter to put them in, but the problem is I just can't find anything with a big enough mouth that this will fit in. And so I'm just gonna leave the burlap as is, because when I tried to take it off, it was a complete disaster. So, okay, now it's time to add the candles. Okay, I feel like it's missing just a little something, so I'm gonna move this over a little bit and then add this velvet nutcracker that I've had for a while, and these cute little reindeer that my daughter loves. This one is very sensitive. All right, and that's what we have. Okay, I do have another one of these trees, and I'm just gonna put it here to extend my console. But the way my entryway is set up, when I open the door all the way, the doorknob hits the edge of the console. So that's why I've kept this smaller console, even though I would like a grander one. I think I can go a little bit larger and be able to scoot it over to this side, so that way if I do need to open the door all the way, I have that space to move it over. Okay, now it's time to tackle this, the top of this. I still have that random branch up there. I think I might leave it up there, honestly. This is my least favorite garland, so definitely gonna use this because it's gonna be up and out of my way. It's two different ones, and the reason I don't care for this garland is because it's so plasticky and rough. Like, it's so scratchy, and because it's so harsh and rough, it easily falls apart. So all these little pieces are pieces that have broken off, and then the other one that I have that's kind of similar to it is the same. It's very rough and it has pieces falling off. So I'm just gonna stuff these up there, intertwine them. And then I purchased these from Hobby Lobby. When I saw them, I was just like, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Like, they kind of look flocked a little bit. I know they're not red, they're burgundy, but I still think it would go. And I like that they're burgundy because as I'm purchasing things, I'm always thinking about the future. So next year, I might not do red. But with how toned down and deep these are, I feel like they could go with any accent color I choose to use. So what I'm gonna do with these is I'm gonna cut it because I don't like it being in bunches up on the garland. So I'm gonna cut it down so I can make them kind of like picks, if that makes sense. Okay, so I got my wire cutter. Let's try this. Yep. So we're just cutting them down into little groups. Okay, so now that they're all cut down, I essentially made little picks, and that way I can just easily put them into the garland. And yes, I see the styrofoam on the branch. It's fine, it's not gonna be seen. I'm probably gonna end up selling this thing. That's why I'm just like leaving it alone. But I also like to store my pots, my vessels, and bowls that I'm not using at the moment. This is one of them, the Athena Calderon pot I'm gonna put up there. Last year I had an entire Christmas tree display up there with my garland. You can check out one of my previous Christmas videos. I'll try to link it. It was beautiful, but I don't think it's going to go with the red aesthetic this year, so not doing it this year. The garland is visible, but not hanging off to the point where it gets caught here. And that branch kind of extends as an extra garland, so it is semi-useful. And then I'm just going to intertwine this one or lay it on top. Push my pot back a little bit. And these little broken pieces I'm just gonna fill in here. Now it's time to add the picks. I decided to fill this bowl. I did have one extra package of these flocked ornaments that I was going to return, but I was like, let me see what this looks like. And I think I like the look. I'm just adjusting it because I want it visible, but not like, I don't want it to look too, I don't know what the word is, but something like this. It just gives like an extra pop of red up there, which I am not mad at. So I happen to have a bunch of these battery operated tiny candles, and I was trying to figure out what to do with them. So I decided I could just put them in here. I feel like it gives a little cute glow. Like, I'm actually liking it. If you have other suggestions for where else I can put these, let me know. Much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I have a lot more in store when it comes to Christmas decorating, so stay tuned, and until next time, God bless.